I want to do it.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
let me fix Finn's camera here. 1 second. How's everyone doing? Doing
I'm
good?
good. I'm great.
How's your mama doing?
I think
Great.
she's okay. She's at work right now, I think.
I'm questionable. Most.
So, welcome to Smugglers Run. I am the Game Master, Rob Duke. And I don't know, we want to introduce ourselves each week? Or do you think that's unnecessary?
I don't know. We could do it one more week and then assume
Sure.
at that point we're off to the races.
All right. Well, let's start with Quill.
Hey everybody, I'm Brendan, aka Quillbaro. I'll be playing Elon, the KV series or KX series droid. Great to see you.
All right. Wayland, or Finn, I should say.
Hello, I am Fennicini. I'm all over the internet in various capacities, but you can find me here. I'm playing Wayland, a lovely Corellian human.
All right. Lily.
Hi, I'm Lily. I'm playing on your human.
I can barely hear you.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm playing a near human killing person.
Did you say
Kill
killing
him.
person?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I am a killing person.
What do we do?
Whatever that means to you. I am that.
Okay. Alexander. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something and going back between screens.
No worries. Hi, I'm Alexander. I'll be playing as Mick. I am the man with the mass-produced face. The local who is leading these guys around Dantooine as they figure out what they're going to do next. I am excited to keep playing. It's nice to be on this side of the screen for once.
All right, and Cider Tim.
Hello. I am Cider Tim. Everywhere you care to find me, you can probably find me at Cider Tim. And I am playing Thought New, the space-bound Jawa.
Cool. Let's announcements. Finn's got something.
I don't say I have our sponsor, but do we have any other announcements before I dive into that?
Oh, what's everybody been up to this week?
Nothing.
We launched Heroes of the Mist on Monday, and that was a whole lot of fun. So lots of spooky shenanigans happened in the haunted house. So
Cool.
I can't wait to see what happens on Monday.
I was working. I didn't get a chance. I'll have to go back and catch it on the VOD.
And that will be up with this episode, the last week's episode of this, and the other show on YouTube this weekend.
Sweet.
Just FYI.
Nice.
Well,
Look at that.
All right. Well,
let's thank our sponsors.
yeah. Well, I think our
Or one
sponsor for yes, our sponsor singular. Which this week our sponsor is Roll20. Roll20.net is a place you can go and host a variety of digital tools that will help enhance various tabletop role-playing games. Apparently, everybody's going to talk in the house at the same time that I'm trying to talk. So, virtual tabletop that you can use in multiple formats. And if you go over to Roll20.net, you can hit the giant pink create your free account button and utilize these tools. So once again, thank you, Roll20, and appreciate the support.
Indeed.
Thank you. Roll
Thank
20.
you,
Woo!
Yeah. Let's go ahead and kick off the crawl, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. So, we got a new overlay here. It's kind of fancy.
Ooh, it is kind of fancy.
Oh, snap.
Would anyone like to recap the last episode?
Well, so the last episode opened with our intrepid droid and our Imperial commander, our former Imperial commander, escaping Rishi with a group of refugees, and their ship was damaged in the scuffle with the TIE fighters. So they were forced to land on Dantooine and sell their beloved ship in the hopes of being able to buy another one, because sometimes you just gotta let the old cars go. And they came to Dantu Town, which is a little bit like Casablanca was in the 30s, and it's overgrown and crowded. There's a lot of refugees that have flooded the area recently, and they came across myself and Naja and formulated a plan to buy a ship off of a Jawa I caught snooping in my cabbages. The only catch with the Jawa ship is that it didn't have a hyperdrive. But we found a guy at the Outside Chance Cantina, Boss, who agreed to give us a hyperdrive in exchange for a couple of favors, including recovering a stolen sculpture from a group called the Bantha Boys. And we managed to go down to the dealership and secure a land speeder and a couple of swoop bikes, and we're going to go over there and give them what for. After I smuggled Naja in my house and told my wife what was going on.
You didn't do a very good smuggling job.
What is her name again? Let me write that down.
Her name is Danica.
Wait, Patrick.
Yeah, she likes to race.
Mm-hmm.
She likes life in the fast lane.
She must if she married Vic.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to not watch the stream for all the distractions.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Okay. But good to have Godless Lawyer back in the chat. For those who are not aware of Godless Lawyer, it'll be puns every time, all the time, all night long. Just FYI.
That's what his law degree is actually in.
Engage if you must, but just beware.
I love it personally.
Me too.
So it's an uneventful evening in the hangar. Wayland, you checked out the ship. It seems to meet your expectations. Thought you were able to fix the speeder.
Well, yeah. It's just a broken speeder. I fixed that. That's no problem.
And was Elon doing anything specific? Oh, you were watching and helping. Were you doing anything else throughout the night?
No, probably running diagnostic sub-processes, that kind of thing.
Sure. Do enjoy things.
Yeah.
Over at the homestead, it's morning. Danica has prepared a nice breakfast. The smell is wafted through to your bedroom, Mick, into the guest room for where Naja is staying.
Delicious. Well, I had to get up, before the sun was up, so I can go check on the crops and the animals living on the farm and stuff. But then I'll come and wake Naja up and tell her it's time for breakfast.
She's awake. She's just sitting awkwardly on the bed.
How do you sit awkwardly on the bed?
With this. Just waiting.
Naja, are you all right, dear?
I'm fine.
You look nervous.
Children make me nervous. They are scared creatures.
Oh, don't be scared of little Arrakis there. She's a good kid.
Arrakis and Barbie.
I don't rightfully know why my son named his child that, but she's just a baby. She can't hurt you.
Babies are the worst.
Even if she is part Django Fett, I guess.
Mm.
Are you hungry? Do you want me to escort you to the kitchen so the kids can't get you?
No, I think I'll be able to deal as long as they do not steal fluid from me. That would be most unappreciated.
I'll tell them to keep their distance.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll head over to the kitchen and start eating.
Okay. It goes about as well as you think it does. I'm sure Vic and his wife are there, and the granddaughter, Arrakis. And everyone's probably nervously staring at Naja.
She sits down at the table like, looks at me. And then out of nowhere, she summons a knife and she stabs the sausage!
Mick will burst out laughing inappropriately.
So, a dagger just bamps into your hand, and you stab
Yeah.
the sausage. Okay.
Yep.
Whoa, we've got silverware. Okay.
Eggs.
And it's a very awkward breakfast, to say the least.
And then afterwards, she kind of brushes the knife off on her thing, and then it just bamps out of her, back out of her hand. It just disappears.
That's an interesting trick. You'll have to show me that someday.
It just disappears out of her hand with like little like green tendrils.
That doesn't look like a Jedi thing, does it?
No.
No.
Jedi's powers were kind of invisible. This has a green, smoky tendril to it. But
Nick has no idea what to make of that. He assumes it's a Jedi thing.
The time rolls around where you probably want to meet up with the others. Danica sends you off with a worried look.
Don't be worried, Lev. I'll be all right.
I'll protect him from death.
And she's got smoke daggers. I'll be fine. And I'll give her a swift kiss and head off.
Okay.
More joyous than I have been in quite some time.
I'll give her a swift kiss too and follow up. I think I'm supposed to do what my host is doing.
She doesn't know how to respond to that, so she closes the door behind you. Alright, so you meet up at the hangar.
And I've got my kit in tow. I've got like my backpack and my blaster rifle and my binoculars and everything I assumed I was going to need for this operation.
Alright.
And I have sunscreen on my nose.
Did your wife make you wear that?
Yes.
So you walk onto the ship, and Thought has fallen asleep underneath a speeder.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like.
Naja is going to peek underneath his foot to try and figure out what he looked like underfoot. She has never seen underfoot of Jawa before.
You get close, but nope.
You're sleeping. It's time to wake up.
You're terrifying in the morning. Or afternoon. Or what time
You
is
are
it?
terrifying always. I
Oh.
still not let you die.
Alright.
I will kill people for you.
That doesn't need you to do that.
Are you sure? We will see. We will see.
Fun fact, Thought, she's like that all the time.
Oh.
The chance of fatality on the upcoming mission is of a very high probability.
For the people who are not on our side.
I'll
They
be
will
in the
die.
ship.
Yes.
Right.
Is Wayland around? I'll kind of look around and see if he's available.
Wayland would probably be like, maybe I would say he's also entering the hangar, but he's entering from further in, or entering into like the cargo bay / hangar area from further in the ship. He will arrive. Elon, are you also there?
Yes,
Okay, and then
I was there the whole time.
Okay, then he would be the only one who's migrating in and goes, somebody say my name?
Oh, just making sure you're ready to go, Captain.
I'm alive, so I think so.
Captain.
Don't wear it out.
Okay. I won't.
You say this, but I do not believe you.
No, you shouldn't.
Regardless. So, we have a plan. Do we have any adjustments we want to make before we leave? Last minute.
So, to clarify, we are flying the Starcrawler to within speeder distance of the bandit camp. We're taking speeders in, getting the artifact, leaving by speeder.
Yes. Collateral damage is acceptable if required, but must be of the Bantha Boy variety.
Okay.
Sounds like a rodeo to me, boys.
I do not know what rodeo is, but perhaps it is one.
Well, a rodeo, it's great because back on Tatooine, a rodeo is where you get a bunch of sand people and you put them on banthas, and then you shoot a bantha in the butt, and then you watch watch as the sand people try to hang on.
So, perhaps we could recreate this rodeo with the Bantha Boys.
We could shoot them in the butt. That's fine.
I don't think we need to jump on their backs and ride them. We can part of the rodeo.
I don't know. How big are they?
I'm assuming they're probably about the size of most of us here in the room, with the exception of probably you.
I think we can definitely chuck Thought New on one of their backs.
Oh, that would definitely. I could definitely.
See, I was thinking that the Bantha Boys would have banthas.
Oh.
Also an alternative.
It could be an incorrect assumption. I don't know what the wildlife is like on this planet.
Or we could start a stampede.
I have a Nerf. They might have Nerfs.
We could start a Nerf stampede. Yes. Yes.
Could also follow up with a question of why didn't they name themselves the Nerf Boys?
Oh, that's a good point.
Alliteration.
Yeah, but
It's the secret to good marketing.
I mean, if you look at the Empire by any means, it certainly is.
Yeah, nothing quite as catchy as Star Destroyer.
Well, those are bad. That's bad.
It's all bad.
That's bad. I don't. No. I'm gonna get the ship ready.
All
And
right.
Thought trails off and starts going up the ladder to the bridge deck.
Okay. Thank you,
Nasha
Alan,
wants
this.
to know how he goes up ladder and robe.
Make that tip was for proficiency die for you. All right. So you're heading over?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
How many? What's the bridge look like?
Well, the top has basically is divided into two sections. There is the cockpit, which has two, like a pilot and a co-pilot seat, and then behind that, if I remember the schematic correctly, there's like a lounge area. So everybody can be on that deck, and the door can be open to the rest of the cockpit. But I think the cockpit is just it's a two-seater.
All right. I assume you're flying.
Well, you know, you did. That's my. Yes. Yes.
Good.
Okay.
There you
Okay.
Does anybody want to take co-pilot, or is that something? Is anybody here good at astrogation and piloting? Let me rephrase this question.
I was not the brother responsible for piloting in my unit.
That's
If you point me at the blasters, I got your back.
so do we have weapons on this? Did I purchase guns with this ship? Or is that a yes or no? I'm still working out whether what giggles mean what.
Well, you know, there's a couple, but not much.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it something we can?
Oh, we can put some on, yeah. I don't have the money. Well, I do. I have your money.
Last I checked, I just gave you a ton of money, unless you've already spent it all.
No, but you know, that has debts, and
we've been over them.
And yeah, so
We did also make him buy the speeders.
That
well,
is also true.
happy to contribute, of
I
course.
do appreciate the contribution.
No problem. That's what a good crew does. That's
Yes.
that's what Cicero always said. Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Well,
So
when we get back with these jobs, and we probably murder Boss unless somebody has an opposition to it.
No, I don't have an opposition.
Okay, wonderful. We'll probably have some cash left over to probably sink some into the blasters.
Oh,
And we could probably put it onto a terminal maybe, and then that could be something that you can helm if we make it that far.
Oh, we can put turret anywhere. We can put stuff on top of ship. We can put stuff on side of ship. We can put stuff underneath ship.
If you make it a little glass bubble, it'll be just like coming home.
It'll
Just
be
like
that.
Geonosis.
Yeah, yeah. Never
Oh,
been
that's
there.
where you were. All right. Good. So, all right.
All right.
Then
So
I'll
thought
open
jumps into what you see is where the pilot seat is. There's like a booster seat. So thought jumps into that. It's like starts flipping switches.
Nice.
Yeah, Waylon will kind of look around and then kind of sit in the co-pilot's seat, kind of half turning it. Well, I suggest you all make yourself comfortable. We have a little bit of a ride. Well, as comfortable as some of us can get. He kind of looks at Elon.
I'll be fine.
You're so big.
You are so small.
I know, right? Anyway, okay.
I reach over and pat Thought on the head.
My version of getting comfortable is just holding the handrail.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, so the question I have to you all: ships are loud. So, how much are you distancing yourself from your target location? And let's get a little mood music going here.
That sounds like a captain question.
I want to say far enough away to where it makes sense to use speeders, but also close enough to where speeders are very feasible, while also remaining on the as far away as we can to not generate attraction or
Okay.
suspicion.
Sure. Let's see if Thought sticks the landing. Make a planetary piloting roll for me, please.
Thought stick landing, please.
And let me set that difficulty for you. 1 moment, please. right, you may roll. Nope. Well, that wasn't good.
I have nothing.
Can you
Bob
roll
is
hit
broke.
again to see if it's if you just washed or?
All right.
It should show the dice though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
there's something screwy.
Yeah.
Here, let me try rolling something.
I
That
turned the
works.
difficulty
The
off.
dice.
Yeah.
Just the...
Try it
You-
again, but you hit setting your difficulty at 2,
Okay. So,
and then I'll take a look at your sheets.
all right. So
I
that's
think I know
set.
what may be the problem. Yep, that's the problem. Hold on.
Okay, holding on.
We'll just do piloting so you can move ahead.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. I didn't fail, I didn't succeed, but it looks real good.
All right. Yeah, it's better. So you set it down. You are, let's say maybe, 2 miles would be probably enough space, right? To not be seen.
Yes.
I turn to Waylon after we land, and I go, okay, very important. I reach under the console and I pull like a plug out. This will be like a key, so our ship doesn't go away without us.
Right.
Activate it. So that way you know.
Noted. Yep. I've got that up here.
Okay, that's a good place to keep it. Okay, here we go.
Wait,
Now, Dantooine, the direction you're heading, it has some very tall grass. I would say it's maybe chest high to most of you.
Whose chest?
Oh, most of you.
Hmm.
You know, the clone and the near human and the human.
I can reach over and pick up Thought and put him on my shoulder. I guess we're taking speeders. Never mind. I won't embarrass you like that.
Sorry, I'm fixing your sheets.
Nothing embarrassing about it. That's riding in style.
All right, so I need, as you're approaching the area, for everyone to make. I guess it wouldn't be stealth. It'd be piloting planetary, because you're moving a speeder. Whoever's driving, because I know you have.
Driving.
I'm not driving. I'm riding with whoever is driving the 2-seater.
I believe Thought is driving the 2-seater.
And I've got my blaster out. I'll be your gunner.
Oh, okay.
So he's all three of us on the swoop box.
Okay.
So
I'm swooping.
All right, so for the sake of the grass, wait, put a setback die on there.
Oh, shit.
2 difficulty, 1 setback.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, just name.
If it didn't roll anything up, I'm on Mick now to fix this sheet, so just be a second.
Setback is the black.
That is correct.
What's the difficulty?
2. All right, so you rolled.
not well. I'm not good at planetary driving.
Well, Waylon, you did succeed, but you had 3 threats.
Oh.
Elon has a failure with 2 advantages. Thought 3 successes, 2 threats, and 2 advantages for Naja.
Oh, we didn't roll force die at the beginning of the game.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We'll do that.
Oh, that resets at the beginning of the game?
Yeah. It's pretty much, it's fate that goes for against you. Alright, make your sheets updated. I think everyone else is fine.
And I just roll a destiny die, right?
That's correct.
Oops.
Oh, Wheatlin. I gotta fix your sheet. When I was trying to figure out why they were rolling so many dice, I was taking dice off in your modifications to your rolls, and I didn't take those off when I figured out what was happening.
Whee!
The dark side is gonna have a great day.
Oh, thanks, guys.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. But I spend them though.
No problem.
Alright, almost done. Sorry about that. So how many dark side points do I have?
Oodles and canoodles and toaster strudels.
4. Yeah, it should
4.
auto-populate into the destiny pool.
Alright. Everyone's sheets are fixed. So I see 1 light, 4 dark in the pool. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Waylon, for giving us a light side point.
Doing my best up there.
You get to a point where your data pads are picking up your location. I don't know if you want to get off the bikes or not. The tall grass. Let me move you to the map. The tall grass kind of goes around this area. So you're standing in the tall grass. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception.
All of us.
Oh, mix is fine. Ooh. You're actually seeing a bunch of...
Oh wait.
Is
Oh,
that
we still have the black die with us.
What?
The step
setback?
back.
Oh, no, yeah. Remove that. Make sure you're removing the stuff when you finish your roll. I'm not adding those, because it's... I guess I could, because we figured out the problem. You're seeing this little area. It's a few houses. However, Mick, they're actually on alert. They're kind of looking in your general direction, as if maybe they heard something.
Are those kobolds or Trandoshan?
Trandoshan.
Wait, what universe are we in? Okay.
That's Mondays and Thursdays, guys. And let's see. Perception. So, thought. Actually, looks like everyone, except for Naja. You see some speeders around the houses. And thought you actually see something like a sculpture on a trailer of sorts.
So I bump Mick, and I show him where it's at.
Look over there. All right, so is the plan we start spacing these guys, and then somebody runs over and steals that speeder, hopefully it's attached to.
I can drive.
All right, who's the fastest runner? Somebody could take Thought over on their back and throw him in the speeder. And then
Not
hook it.
fast.
Well, if Thought's fast. Does it look like the statue is hitched to anything, or does it look like it has a hitch that could be hitched to a speeder?
Yes. At least from where you're standing, you think it is.
All right, I'll kind of gesture towards the group, and I will suggest that some of us draw their fire up from the north while two of them sneak around to hitch the trailer and get the one guy to escape. If that is something the group thinks is a good idea.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with Thought, Nick? You can provide covering fire in case need be.
Yeah, I can go with Thought.
Okay.
What do you say, little guy?
Let's do it.
I will wait for you guys to start firing before Thought and I emerge from the bushes.
Yep.
We will navigate kind of towards the north. That's where I'm kind of heading. I'll go right there. All right. So
Now, just to remind you, the combat. Once the first shot fires, we'll roll initiative. And there is a range band. So check your weapons if you're new to the game. You have a range on your weapon. If it's short, medium, long range.
I have a long-range weapon.
Pretty sure I have a short range or possibly medium.
I've got a medium.
Okay. From where you're, Waylon and Thought are, you would be at long range.
Right.
I just gotta run in there and
Yeah.
get up on their faces.
So remember the movement for ranges. And I can pull that up and go over that with you real quick if you needed that information. Alright, so per your turn, you have an incidental.
Mm-hmm.
You can perform any of those per turn. You have one action per turn, and you have one free maneuver per turn. So to move from long range to medium, that's 2 maneuvers. And you can spend a strain to take another maneuver. So if you wanted to move from long to medium, you can that way. Got it?
Yeah, and I would remind the group to make sure you look at your talent trees, because some of the talents have to do with using some maneuvers as incidentals. So could be handy.
Gotcha. Where are our talents on the character sheet?
They are below. They're on their combat tab under your weapons.
Okay. I don't have any relevant talents.
What's this pink line? This grass or
That's
the
end
high
of
grass.
That's the end of the high grass. This one's going to open up. So currently, all
Go ahead,
5
over
of
here.
you are in cover. So you get 1 range defense if they're shooting at you, which means I have to roll a setback.
gotcha. Range band wise, at the edge of the grass, are we within medium range?
Medium range. Well, it depends on who you're shooting.
For the closest guy to Wayland.
This guy.
But no,
This one-
I'm up top.
Oh,
Mixed
sorry.
Mixed by thought.
This
I'm up
person.
top with the Brains.
I would say he's medium. This one would be long.
Okay. I'll kind of look to my left and right.
Ash through the bushes.
Okay. And kind of look and wait for look to Elon, and I'll kind of nod at him.
I'm gonna scoot over next to Wayland and say, if we want to keep the casualties down, we should probably just, not try to hit. We really just need to make a distraction right now to get these guys over here so that we can make room for Thought and Mick.
So a few pot shots, maybe hit him if we need to, but don't make it serious, and then keep kind of pulling away.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
I like it. So we will kind of pull out a blast pistol, and he'll kind of raise it up and take the shot. I'm the closest one.
All right. So for medium range, it's going to be 2 difficulty. And I can go back to setting that if you like. 2. So I've set it for you. Go ahead and make your shot.
I'm so excited.
Oh wait, take your difficulty up. Make the shot again. I'm gonna do the difficulty now to figure it out.
Okay.
All right, so you take a shot, and you mess with a threat. And that threat, you will suffer 1 strain. Because now you've blown your cover, and they're all facing you.
You took 1 strain for embarrassment.
Oh, what are they teaching those kids at Imperial Academy nowadays?
He meant to miss.
Let's go ahead and roll your cool. Everyone, that's your initiative.
Is it cool or
It's cool if you're
Vigilance.
expecting
Vigilance.
a fight, vigilance if
Okay.
you're not.
cool?
You don't have to roll with difficulty.
Wait, shit. I have stuff on my thing. I shouldn't have that stuff on my thing. Why is there stuff on my thing?
Was it on my thing? Well, they're not getting it.
Whoops! Did I need to click on my token before I clicked on cool?
Hold on.
Is there a special place for initiative?
It's under
I'll make a
combat.
note. I'll make
Yeah,
a note.
under combat, there's an actual initiative box.
Okay. It's still giving me 1 black, and I don't know why it's giving me 1
I
black.
have nothing on my thing.
Well, I have 1.
You have 1 success.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll theirs. All right. Mick, you had a success advantage. You go off the number of successes and use advantages to tie. Break.
Cool.
Jeez, Waylon. Looks like
Waylon's
you're
ready
first.
to go.
Was.
He needs to. Perfect character do it.
And then oops. No, I should thought. I think that's everybody. Okay, so Waylon.
Yes. Can I take a second shot?
You sure can. Just you have your action and your maneuver.
Okay, so we might move. And take 2. Oh, there's no.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to. Hold on.
No, you're okay. Do I just roll 2?
I'll roll 2 purple. And,
Okay.
wait, no. Hold on. So
one
let's.
success, and then does the advantage count cancel the threat?
Yes. So you have 1
So,
success.
1 success.
So you have 7 damage towards this one.
Okay. And then as I kind of shoot him a second time, I hope I got the message across.
And he goes down.
Oh,
I think you got it across.
All right. And it is.
I lean over to Waylon and I'm like, I thought Trandoshans were supposed to be tough.
you're not wrong by most accounts. I don't think these are exactly the most up and up Trandoshans.
Sorry, I'm looking for a card to use for one of these guys. I had to fix my PC, or not PC, my microphone for the thing, the show. I forgot to do this. Dang it. Alright, I'm just gonna go with that. Alright, so as this is going on, you see a Duros run out of a building, sliding into the driver's side of the speeder,
Oh no.
and is beginning to start her up. And that's his turn.
Take the shot there.
Oh, I'll take him out. Don't worry about that.
Next is Thought.
Thought, get over there and get that speeder right now. I'll make sure the guy's out of the driver's seat by the time you get there.
Mick, do you have a good memory?
Yeah, mostly.
That Duros looks like the guy that was in your way at the casino door.
Huh. He was rude to me. But that would be weird for him to be showing up to take the sculpture away from us on behalf of Boss after he hired us.
I'm never going to let him down.
Alternatively, it's a setup.
Could be. Okay, so
I'll stun that guy.
Arthas.
So Thought is going to run, and then I have the talent Let's Ride, which allows me to get into a vehicle as an incidental, not as a maneuver.
Okay.
So, so we're saying I clear the distance, right?
Um, Yeah, you guys been strained to do it. Yeah, you can do it over there.
Okay, I'll take the strain, and I'll use my talent to slide into the cockpit next to him, and I'll look at him with my carbine, kind of sitting across my lap, pointed at him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "How?"
He just looks at you like, okay.
Okay.
That's what you say.
And then I just wait for Mick to complete the package.
Now there is a rule for stun, and I need to pull it up real quick because that's one thing we missed last season. Towards the end, we finally figured it out. Does your weapon have a stun setting or stun damage?
It does have a stun setting.
Okay. One of the stun features is short range, which means you'll have to run in there to here and fire a shot. And at short range, I believe it's, let me set the difficulty here. It's 1, I believe.
Well, I don't really want to go out of cover, so I guess I'll just blast him.
All right, so where you are,
Fucking
that'd
up.
be long. So let me set that real quick. 1 second. Long range is 3 damage. And I'll set that for you, so you can make that shot.
Cool. Just click the shot button.
Yep. 2 successes.
Rap, 2 in the head.
That is 11 damage. He's a little tougher. He is still up.
Can I take my maneuver to get over beside this speeder and still use it as cover?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That first guy may have went down too soon, but whatever.
He had a virus of some kind.
Yeah, he had a cold.
There was a message needed to be sent.
Yeah, that Trandoshan salmonella.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's from not cleaning his cloaca properly.
Mm-hmm. Always clean your cloaca. That's today's PSA.
Clean your cloaca.
And
said
that's the
that
end of my turn.
Was it stun damage you said, or was it stun?
Oh, I just shot him regularly.
No. I'm not asking, so I know which one I'm looking at here.
Oh, I've got stun setting.
Okay. So in that case, whenever you hit and do damage above the soak rating, you can spend a triumph or 2 advantages to activate stun. And once you do, you inflict additional stun damage equal to your stun rating.
Cool.
Alright, so that was Mick's turn. Naja?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Are you sure the other bad guys don't go before?
They go after you.
Are you sure?
Yes. Are you wanting them to run at you? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's fine. She's going to jump out of those bushes and run over here. Just that one maneuver. She's gonna summon her dagger and stab this guy in the face.
Dagger or blade?
Her blade.
Okay.
I eat you like breakfast.
So good. I stop your sausage like bread.
Hold on. I gotta set the so you're engaged with that
Yes.
guy.
Just 2.
Melee versus melee is 2. And I'll set that for you. Ooh, 2 threat.
But I still do a lot of damage.
I didn't see the you rolled melee. You roll your weapon so I can see the damage.
I'm sorry, let me roll my
It's
weapon.
fine. No, you're fine. Just tell me what the damage is.
It is. Look at useless against the enemy fighting monster. Combat. I don't have my weapon on me.
You
It's just
should.
you just
It's
put raw.
right there. It's +3 to your brawn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Still a success. So that's 4 damage plus your brawn.
Which is 3.
So 7 damage. Alright. He takes it, but he's still standing.
Oh, and I have Pierce 2.
That's right. Well, he goes down.
And I yell, "Zeh!" And then I put my blade at this guy right here. Who's next?
It's their turn. And this one here is going to run over here.
Poor man.
This one looks at you and also runs over here. And they're going to take... Let's see, that's long range. I don't know if they can shoot long range with their weapons. Oh, they can. Alright, so... Range heavy. What is that noise?
Sorry.
Alright, so they got slug rifles, and they're shooting at Mick. Oops. Why is it rolling? Because I have 2 windows up. Still doing
Why are
it.
you rolling mine?
I don't know. I've got all these. Okay.
This is the part of the episode where Naja stabs me to death.
Yes. Let's try that again.
She just goes crazy, just starts stabbing people.
Let me try this one more time.
She ran over here, she's stabbing some bikes.
Alright.
She's like, die!
There, that's better. 1 advantage was not successful, so he doesn't get to spend any of that. His friend's going to take a shot. That's a wash. Yep. That's a miss.
I'm still ducked over here by this speeder, wondering why they're not distracted by my friends. Ding, 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 ding.
This one's going to come up and put a gun to Thought's head. Get out. And I'll roll intimidation.
Don't let him scare you, Thought. I'll take his head off here in a second.
That's what you said last time.
I shot him in the head, didn't I?
He's still awake.
Make sure I get this down here correctly.
It's not my fault. I've got a blaster from Dantu Town instead of the Republic.
I thought you had a rifle.
It's a rifle, but
Okay,
I assume it's not as high quality as the rifle I had in the Clone Wars.
This is a coercion against your discipline. So what is your discipline, Thought?
Great question.
Because that's my difficulty.
Yeah, hang on. It's gonna be average.
I was gonna say, I assume it's low.
Okay, no. I have to make a... do that. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Just reading what my command ability does. Should have used that going into this.
Great. Your command ability was to command them all to go away from me.
No, but it gives you a bonus to your discipline checks.
Yeah. Next time.
So what's your dice pool for discipline?
It's going to be an average roll for you.
Average.
Yeah. So it's 2 purple for
Okay.
you.
I will use a dark side point.
Of course you will. Why wouldn't you?
I'm going to upgrade that. So that's 2 successes and a threat.
Okay. So do I react on my turn or right now?
That's a good question.
I don't remember the rules being very clear on reactions.
I'll make the rule that's on your turn, and then if we find out that I was incorrect, then we'll correct it in the future.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll say that's, and then the others are moving in around the speeder.
This plan keeps getting worse all the time.
Trust me. I
Mick.
agree.
And
Yes?
then Elon.
Okay. How much strain do I need to take to get down to these Deveronians?
I would say get there. You have to spend a strain, 1 strain.
Okay. So I'm going to come down here and just take a shot at this first one here.
Okay. So you're in short range. That's such your difficulty.
So should I... the weapon is medium range. Do I need to change the range in the drop down here, or will that it just accounts for it?
I think... Lily, do you remember the rules on that?
What?
Range bands on the weapons. They have to be... That's the minimum.
Mm-hmm. I think.
Which, if you just backed up to here, would be medium range.
Okay. I will do that. And I'm going to take a shot.
Okay?
Oh,
I gotta change
okay.
difficulty. Hold on.
Okay.
Because you're... Okay, there you go.
Pew pew.
Oh, your setback's still on.
Damn it.
So... I'm going to remove that threat because the setback was still on your thing and you didn't need it on. So you did get a success with a triumph and a threat. So you'll take a strain from the threat.
Okay.
Maybe they looked a little tougher than you thought they were, that they looked from back there. But you do hit. That is 7 damage. Now you have a triumph. You can do several things with 1 triumph. If you want to open up the... Well, I can probably show you guys. It's probably easier. If you click on that to enlarge it, you'll see on the left-hand side... And I'll show this to those at home, too. So anything with a triumph on the left-hand side, which is pretty much everything except the bottom 2, you can do that with your triumph.
Oh, I can't read it.
If you click on it, it'll grow it. It'll expand it to make it more readable.
Oh, okay. There we go. Can I do target is disabled instead of suffering wounds?
Yep, you can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
So he goes down.
I shot him in the ACL.
Oof. He was gonna go pro.
Pro ruffian.
Okay.
Now he's just gonna go prone. There's a pun for you.
Hoo-ha!
The only reason we got that out before Godless Lawyer is because of the time delay.
Yep. I can't remember where I had Mick go in the turn order. Was it after Wayland?
It was after Thought. After the Duros got in the speeder is when you had me go.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
I think we're back to
We're back
Wayland.
at the top. Wayland.
All right. I'm also gonna do some sprinting of my own to get myself here, if possible. I'll probably have to take strain for that, and I'm okay with this.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot the one that is in the speeder with thought.
Oh, Quill. Sorry. Okay. Let me make your difficulty here. I can't watch chat. All right, so you're attacking which one?
This one from.
Oh, and the. So thoughts engaged. This is short range. Medium. So you'd be a long range. It'd be 3 difficulty.
Can I move it to me? Can I move to medium?
Where were you back here?
I was right here. I was right there, and I moved to here.
Yeah, with the range bands, it's like 2 from. It's very abstract. It's 2 from like extreme to long to medium. It's
Okay.
still you'd still be there, but you have it's just 3. I mean, you can spend light side points to upgrade one of your.
Do we want to do that?
You can ask Lily. I flip them like crazy.
I think this is important for just to make sure he doesn't drive off with Thought or
Okay.
the Sculpture.
Gotcha. I will.
I have a plan on my turn. We'll see how it goes.
So under your dice pool.
Yeah, I
think it's
use the
top.
Destiny pool, and I hit use light side.
Yeah, but you'll do upgrade, like go up 1 on your upgrade.
Upgrade 1. Okay, I'm following.
On the light side, not the dark side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. And then roll the weapon.
So you succeed
Mhm.
with a threat. You hit that guy for 7 damage.
Mhm.
How is he looking?
I did 11 to him. I hope he's not looking good.
All right. You hit him, and he falls over to the front, leaning over the console.
Cool. Well, he's dead, so
Is
maybe.
He, it's up to you if it was lethal or not. I mean, I know there's stunt setting.
I definitely wasn't planning on trying to keep this guy alive.
Okay.
Unless were we all trying to keep him alive?
I mean, I wasn't.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't know about him, really.
Yeah, we didn't. I also, as Wayland, as a character, does not know that is the guy who is blocking
Okay,
the entrance.
no, that's
to the way.
fine.
So, he's also here to shoot to kill.
No, okay, that's fine.
Mick remembers, but he's kept him out of the club for like the last 3 months.
So that was Wayland. Now it is Thought.
Okay, so I had lost he succeeded in intimidating me, right?
Yes.
So he says that, and then I see the guy go down beside me.
How much does it take to do a leadership check?
normally it's an action,
Okay.
unless it says incidental on your talent.
It's not a talent, so it's a passive that happens with a leadership check.
Okay.
So if a leadership check's an action, cool. I'll keep that for future reference.
So, okay, Thought's intimidated, so he's gonna be like,
Okay, hang on.
and he starts to get down, and as he gets down, I would like to pull my one illicit object that we discussed.
Okay.
And so as he gets down, Thought pulls out the only mini thermal detonator he has.
Goes, hi. I don't.
Hi. And just holds it in the guy's face.
Okay.
But I'm dismounted from the speeder, so I'm standing like right there.
Oh, sorry. There.
Yeah, and I'm just holding it in his, like up towards him, which would probably be like his chest, as
Okay.
I am short. But like, I got it out while I was dismounting as slowly and clumsily as I could to get it out.
Man,
And
thought you crazy.
That doesn't like being pushed around.
You're just holding it up like that as high as you can.
just like,
Hello.
Make a coercion check.
okay,
Let's see. Discipline. It is 2 difficulty, so average.
Okay.
But since you're holding a thermal detonator, take 2 boost die.
okay. So bam, bam, 2 boost, bam,
Let me
bam.
do your well, actually, you guys can probably do your own difficulty. Let me make sure everything's set out.
All right, I just clicked my own difficulty, so tell me
That's
if I
fine.
need to. Okay.
He does too. So
All right, coercion.
where's your 2 boost die?
Oh, that's weird. Hang on.
I wonder if it's got something that's negative on it. Hold on.
No, sometimes with this, if you don't click off of the field after you've entered the number,
Oh,
it
okay.
doesn't take. So be aware for everyone involved.
We'll
roll
just
again.
add to it. So you just hit the 2. There you go.
Yeah. So
So you succeed.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Do they seem to? I know we're playing it. They don't do it on their action, but can I tell if he's going to start backing away from me?
They're wide-eyed.
Okay, that's good.
So
That's where I
Yeah.
live right now. And that's my turn.
Okay. Mick.
So this is gonna be a little crazy, but I would like to use. Can I use my maneuver to get into the speeder and turn it on, and then use my action to run these 2 guys over?
Yes. And don't forget with your the tip earlier, you have an extra proficiency die that you can add to your roll.
Oh well, let's do that for sure, because I suck at piloting.
Which is pilot planetary.
So
And the difficulty would be, let's say their agility. So
Timing speed.
2 difficulty. I'll just have you guys add it because it's confusing me.
I add my 2 difficulty there. I added a proficiency die.
Mhm.
Oh wait, it's an upgrade.
No, it's
Right.
an added die.
Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. Don't die.
And all right, let me move the speeder. So these 2 guys.
Yeah, those 2 guys. And if I could sort of whip the speeder around so it's in front of the other speeder, I wouldn't hate that.
I'll say with your threat though, you probably wouldn't be able to. You kind of just bang it. If you had like an advantage or a triumph, I'd let you. Yeah, definitely. But these guys, we'll say they're out.
And I will level my blaster at those 2 guys and be like, "Don't mess with the Jawa, he's crazy."
Naja.
Can I get to here? Would that be one strain or?
Where? That would be. Yeah, it'd be one strain.
No, I'm going to stab him in the head.
In the head. Whack, whack.
Oh, roll your difficulty.
Why is it rolling so many dice?
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I've closed out all your screens. I think I did. Let me just close out of this Roll20.
Okay. I'll try that again.
All right.
That's a crit.
No, it's not. You have threats, not advantages.
No.
But something bad has to happen to you, though.
That's a crit sad.
Sorry, I had to close out of Roll20 out on this other side. Just pull up here. So, 3 threats. As you run at him and attack him, your foot catches on that well and you fall prone.
Okay. So I don't hit him.
No, you hit him, but you also fall prone.
Okay.
Remember, this game, successes happen, but so can bad things at the same time.
I know, but okay. So that's 9 damage. And as I'm falling, I just cut off his sausage.
What? Here we go.
Sausage knife.
Alright.
I wasn't aware there was going to be pork products in this game.
Sponsored by Oscar Mayer.
She goes, oh.
It's definitely not kosher.
Oh no.
It's
No.
wheat clay.
Bad guys.
It's weak.
This guy's going to take a shot at Elon. You are medium range. Alright, 2 successes to hit Elon, so that's damage of 7.
Soak 3, and I'll take 4.
Okay. Now it's your turn, Elon.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
these
shoot him
guys
back.
are. This guy backs up. He's like not having this thermal detonator.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at this buddy, this other Deberonian.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and roll it?
Let me make sure I closed out of mine. I did.
Okay. There we go.
Nice.
You disable him too?
Yeah. Gonna give him a nice pot shot. I'll step on his buddy's neck as I come over here.
Ow.
Just kind of hang out. I look back and I say, "Stay down."
Waylon, it is your turn.
Ah, yes. After watching Elon step on some necks, seeing the last guy, I'm gonna kind of walk over, kind of cut him off if I can, and I'm gonna raise the blaster, and I'd like to intimidate him,
Okay.
if possible.
That'd be 2 difficulty. As your
To be fair, he's got a Jawa with a thermal detonator, an old man driving a car, and a murderous war droid with him.
Take 2 boost die.
2B when you're doing the modifiers.
Or you just do it on the top.
Oh, right. I can do that.
And that chick stabbed his buddy in the face.
I'm actually the only one here not murdering anyone.
That hasn't killed anyone.
I'm only killing to stop the objective fucking away from us. I'm here for the mission. Let's see. Yes. Like to.
I'm running people over so I can feel things again.
Portion is the actual skill, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
And you're rolling against their willpower because it's discipline. Alright, so you succeed with 3 advantages.
I can turn 2 of those into a boost, right?
That's correct.
I'd like to get. Well, is that from just how do boosts work? Excuse me, I'm blanking.
You're fine. It's on the same sheet there. You can spend 1 to give a boost to the next allied character's check. So you can give 2 to them, or you can do 1 to that person and then spend 2 to give any allied character's next check. So you can spend all 3 that way.
Immediate free maneuver. I'd like to give, because after me goes thought, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Can
and
I
then
give?
notches after that.
I'd like to give him a boost, and then I'd like to. I'd also like to burn that other one to make what is it, the black die or the black square for the last remaining guy's next check.
Okay, so a setback die.
Yes, setback die for.
Sure. Thought. Oh, that's fun.
Okay.
Challenge die to me. Thanks.
So, Waylon did he give me the boost?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Use the boost to get through.
Yeah, I'm gonna do, because I can do it once per round, I'm gonna use my Let's Ride talent again to get into the cockpit as an incidental.
Okay.
And then I would like to pilot. Oh. Yeah, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start piloting the speeder out of this camp.
Okay.
So I will put my boost in place.
We'll say it's the average.
Average, okay. Let's see, piloting planetary. Oops, sorry, I rolled it twice on accident. That first one.
No, dude. So 4 advantages.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't successful in moving it. Something good has to happen out of this.
Something real good. That's 4 advantages.
Let's look at skills, shall we? Planetary piloting. doesn't really help either. Out of excitement, you put it in reverse, and you knocked and hit this trailer behind you, and the hitch wiggles down in place, so it wasn't hitched before, and now it is. By dumb luck.
I look up, and I look at the guy who's standing there, like, that I've intimidated, and I hold up the thermal detonator and go,
I meant to do that. Don't laugh. I meant.
That's my turn.
All right. Naja. This guy backed up from Thought holding this.
Was it Mick go before me?
Oh, yes, Mick, sorry. My bad.
I will back my speeder up just to get out of Thought's way.
Okay.
And I'll look over at Elon and ask if he needs any help.
Do you have any binders?
Let me look at my utility belt. I've got some rope.
That'll work, but I don't have the finger dexterity to tie.
I got your back, Clanker. I'll come over and I'll start tying people up.
All right. Now, Naja. This guy was looking at Thought, and he held up the thermonuclear detonator, backed up into you.
I am laying on the ground. I stand up and I cut his throat.
I was actually hoping to question him, but okay.
That escalated quickly.
It's okay. I can't stop you from doing anything.
Is the Duros dead?
Yes.
Okay.
I think everyone but the Deveronians are probably dead.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably make a medicine check or spin a stem pack.
Why is it rolling so many dice for everyone?
I don't know, because I don't have anything up. I only have one roll 20 up, and there's nothing behind it.
It's rolling doubles.
I see that. So do a minus green, a minus yellow, and minus 2 purples. It's only on your dust blade, too.
Sorry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8 damage, 2 piercing. He goes down. And that's all of them. You're now out of combat.
Well done, friends.
I mean,
Done, anyway.
it's definitely done. I don't know that wasn't what we had planned going into it, but
It turned out okay.
And somebody get this guy out of the speeder.
Nasha will come over and get the guy out of the speeder. She'll come over to about here, and then she'll realize that she still has her blade in her hand, and she'll go, oh. She'll go, and she'll go,
And when she does that, Thought looks at the thermal detonator, looks at her, and goes, "Oh,
so she'll just pull this guy out.
okay."
Let's bring him with us.
Okay. She'll pick him up and she'll throw him in the back on top of the statue.
That's fine.
Maybe this way we won't have to do another favor because we found a rat in his organization.
Yeah.
Or he tricked us.
Either way.
We can take these 2 Deveronians to Sheriff or Captain Arcada.
I'm going to take them. I'm going to throw them on the back of the thing, like on top of the. Stack them on the,
Like here?
on there, like the statue. No, on the back of the on top of the statue.
Okay.
All the bodies are now on the statue.
I could tie them to it.
On top of the dead guy.
Actually, I'm gonna ask them. What's do you guys know that Duras?
Who? Jorzan? Yeah.
Door slam.
Jor. Jor.
Door slam.
Is he with you guys?
He hired us to steal the statue.
Did he tell you what he needed it for?
He did. Business deal. Wants to trade statue to stick it to Boss. Start up his own business on Nar Shaddaa.
Well, that didn't work out so good.
Stuck it to himself.
It's very true.
I want to ask the Deveronians if there's anyone else in these buildings.
They look around at all the dead bodies they're sitting on. Did you move all the dead bodies or just the one?
No,
Just the Duras.
Okay.
Just the Duros.
They look around.
She's not that motivated.
They look around at the devastation. That's all.
Is there anything of value in these domiciles?
Oh, I can look.
Do you look before they say anything?
Like, Thought is getting down
Okay.
and like running over as they're talking.
Aja will hop in the speeder just so they don't get any fright idea.
That's fair.
You look at the actual statue. It is of a Twi'lek female, and it's made of some sort of gold material.
Is she famous? Do we recognize her? Is there any like names or anything on it?
No.
Turner.
And does it look like it's well made, or does it look like it?
No, it looks very well made. She's actually dressed like a noble.
Can I do like a knowledge check of some sort to see if I know who the person is?
Oh yeah, you can.
Crud.
I would say
Here we go.
3 difficulty.
Okay. Okay, so core worlds, educate. I guess that would be Outer Rim, maybe. Or
Outer
lore?
Rim would probably be the best.
Okay.
Would you mind if I made this one a goal?
Oh, he succeeded.
Okay.
With 3 threats.
Shouldn't have had.
That's a lot of dice.
It is a lot
Yes.
of dice. I don't know why it's doubling up again. Let me refresh. Oops. Ooh. Maybe everyone try refreshing their roll 20 and then trying that roll again and see what happens.
Okay.
That was a lot of dice.
Whenever you get back around to me, foraging through buildings.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
It doesn't seem like a very big operation here. It's still rolling a lot of dice.
It's crazy.
What is your dice pool?
Okay, so 3 difficulty. Well, that's so weird. It's 3 difficulty and then 3 green. I don't even know where this yellow one's coming from.
And there's nothing on your dice pool, the one at the top.
I put in difficulty.
Okay.
Do I not need to do that?
No, you can do that. It's just I didn't know if there's anything else on the left-hand side.
No.
I mean, she seems familiar to you, but you can't place it in your databanks.
Okay.
But what I mean is great. This is of great importance to Lon K. Boss. Thought you find a cache of 1,000 credits.
That is exciting.
Well,
Anything else?
we can probably load up these speeders and sell them to
yes.
the guy we rented from.
We're gonna keep one.
Why
These
don't
are
why
actually-
why don't a couple of us go back to the Starcrawler and bring it closer?
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
And Thought, as that conversation is happening, Thought is like taking all of their firearms, all their weapons, and like stacking them so that when they get the ship, it's all going to be very easy to load onto the ship.
And then we make a big gun tent, and there you go. And I just grab them, and there you go. Okay.
I'll stay here and keep an eye on these guys. If you guys want to go
Okey-doke.
get the ship.
Okay. Thought, come with me.
Let's go.
All right, so you get back to the ship. All right, and you can bring it over closer.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I was going to tell you, these speeders are actually in better condition than the ones that you rented.
On the ride over, Thought is talking to Elon's like,
So, here's what I think. I think we keep the good ones, give the rentals back, and then we don't have to rent speeders anymore.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I just wonder how many speeders do we need?
Oh, not many.
Because we've got these. What are these called over here?
There's
Swoop
two
bikes?
swoop bikes. There's one
Swoop
here.
bikes. Yeah, there's 3 swoop bikes and then 2 two-person speeders. So, I mean, this is a lot.
Well, are the swoop bikes also in better condition?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you upgrade and sell your crap. It's the Jawa way. It's a good deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so you get everything loaded up and head back to town. And we're going to take a 5-minute break. And we will be back momentarily for the rest of the episode. Hope you guys are enjoying it in chat. I see Godless Lawyer is fiercely handing out the puns. Appreciate that. And we'll be back.
Be back soon.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Hope you're still enjoying the show. I wish we had something to give away right now, but our dice company doesn't make dice for this game.
We can do a giveaway for my
Thanks.
undying love.
Yeah. There we go.
Ooh. Where do I sign up?
I'll offer that up.
All right. So let's get that set up right now. Because we want to have fun on the stream. We don't want to be all, boring.
There is no fun. There's only
fun.
Zool.
Only Thua.
Only Zool.
So, for Quill's Undying Love,
I'm in.
What's the keyword for that?
I'm working on it. Moobot's going kind of slow tonight. All right.
Wake up, Moobot.
Wake up. We got to give away Undying Love.
As you wish.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. As you wish. There we go. We're giving away Quillbarrow's Undying Love.
Well, it's already gone. It's already gone. Look at him go. Look at him go. Ugh. How do you even pick? How do you even pick?
Moobot does that for us.
Nothing like making the robot pick for the droid's undying love. Thank you, Moobot.
Well done.
Robot will say, "You love me. We are digital lovers."
I love you forever.
All right.
I feel like
Hi,
that's
I'm
an
Chucky.
easy...
Want to play?
So the winner is always a winner in my book.
Roll hit die one.
Dan.
Well, there you are. Undying Love for Roll Hit Die.
Just join us in Discord to make sure we can get all the details to send it to you.
It might need to be refrigerated.
How do you ship, Quillbarrow?
With lots of peanuts.
It's a digital delivery currently in chat.
Nice.
We're walking dangerously close to a line here, people.
Yep. So, you're heading back to Dantu Town. You arrive back at the starport. What do you want to do?
Let's drop this statue off, guys.
Yeah, let's do it. We should also, we should drop these Deveronians over at Captain Arcada's barracks or office, the sheriff's station.
That's a good idea.
Okay. You arrive. He is out front, smoking a... What do you call it in Star Wars? I can't remember.
Death stick?
No. They have
He's
cigarettes.
smoking- It's a
A cig?
no, it's tobacco.
Tobacco.
Is tobacco.
Okay.
So I guess it could be a cigarette. You don't know.
A cigarillo.
No,
They
Lily
like
had like a
Swisher
stack
Sweets.
of like terms one point. I don't know what those cards are.
We were for a while making fun of it. Just saying,
Yeah.
you just take part of the word off, like
It's a cigarra,
Because there's calf.
according,
Oh yeah,
according to
yeah.
Wikipedia.
yeah. That I remember reading that in a book. Cigaras.
Cigaras. So he's smoking a cigar.
No, Captain Arcadia, those things will kill you.
He looks at the bodies in the back of the statue that you're wheeling around.
That's what happened to these guys. I swear.
Totally.
Scout's honor.
Yep.
We we brought some riffraff in for you, Captain.
Here is Riff, and there is Raff.
He nods to his men to come get the two Deveronians.
If if you're looking for property The Bantha Boys hideout has been cleared out. It's abandoned.
Thank you, my friend.
Very cleared out.
And the Duros there.
He is just sleeping. Just sleeping, yes.
He is an associate of Boss Voss.
Oh. Boss Voss may want to be reacquainted with his friend, I'm sure.
Oh yes.
He was killed by the Deveronians.
Oh no. Roll deception. Difficulty 3.
Oh, I've already got a difficulty 3.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect.
Oof.
I give him a robotic smirk.
It would be such a shame if you and your party did this to him. This, and you notice, this is his way of asking for a bribe.
Okay. I assure you they were doing nothing legal out there, but we would be glad to make a contribution to your department.
As always, that would be wunderbar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, hang on a second. I just happened into some winnings recently. Yes. Where did I put those?
Does Thought have any idea what an appropriate bribe would be?
No.
Shite. All right.
Wayland will kind of.
It's a good deal.
What kind of funding does your department need these days? For why does it need a boost?
We take all sorts of sizable donations.
Do your patrolmen need a new swoop bike by chance?
Thought walks over, sticks out his tiny little hand, and inside of it is 500 credits.
A thermal detonator.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, a contribution to the Widows Fund, Captain Arcada.
See you in hell. Tell them I sent you.
He takes the 500 credits, puts it in his pocket, and then waits.
Oh. Thought looks through his robes again, pulls out the other 500 credits from the loot. It's like this time puts out his hand slower.
The captain takes it. Enjoy your further stay here in Datu Town.
Thank you, Captain Arcada. I assure you, we will not make this the regular course of business here in Datu Town.
Come see me at the farmer's market next week.
Will do.
Waylon will, after leaving Arcada, will kind of catch up with Elon and go, I apologize for not setting my blaster to stun earlier. A mistake I don't want to repeat.
We're all learning.
That's all you can do.
Otherwise, a successful mission, I would say. Depending on how things go with Boss Voss.
Well, we will deliver a statue and potentially a perpetrator that will have been dealt with.
Yep.
Seems like a 2-for-1 deal from his point of view.
Let's go check in.
He calls it
with
a 2-for-1.
Okay. So you arrive at the casino, the outside chance.
The outside chance.
Are you pulling it around to the back?
Yeah, that's where the loading dock
Yes,
is, right?
that's correct.
Yeah, we'll pull it around to the back.
Okay. The big bodyguard's out there with the 4 arms or 6 arms. You see, boss?
We see boss.
he tells you to follow him. So he leads you back inside the casino. Lan Kai is sitting in the same booth. Actually, no, I take that back. He actually comes out to greet you. He moves quick to the statue, seeing his Jor there. What is the meaning of this?
We found a womp rat.
Pest control.
He's the one who sold out your statue to the Bantha Boys.
You're welcome.
He kind of like hisses at the dead body and then moves it off and starts inspecting the statue, caressing it kind of lovingly, and starts speaking in his native tongue. Which languages in this game are just kind of flavor. So if anyone knows how to speak Twi'lek. Okay.
I
Been a
speak
minute.
Twi'lek.
Do both of you?
My master was Twi'lek.
Okay.
I don't think I do actually. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. He's actually calling it his mother. Like he's referring to... You're picking up that this is a statue that was made in his mother's likeness. He's very fond of it.
Weird.
I won't mention that.
Okay.
I'll just sort of internalize that.
So you get that this is a very prized possession of his. He does stop after a while. I suppose for this traitor, consider that favor too.
Oh, 2 for 1. It's a good deal.
And thank you for returning this statue to me. I appreciate it.
Were you worried there was a traitor in your ranks? Is that why you didn't ask one of your men to do this job?
In my line of work, yes and no. I wasn't for certain.
Is there anyone else you suspect doing something against you?
It's hard to say. I knew someone might have been. If they were working together, I do not know.
You might also like to know that there were 2 Deveronians left alive from the Bantha Boys who have been deposited with Captain Arcada.
Oh. Thank you. I will be sure to speak with them.
Just in case they come sniffing around.
Well, it's a matter of business. I do have a third and final favor to ask. This, I grant you use of your ship.
Oh. Hyperdrive.
We've already made the preparations for you. My men have installed it. It is ready to go. I do have a shipment that needs to be delivered to the planet Castellan.
Okay.
What's a shipment of?
Oh, exotic spices, if you will.
Should we expect any Imperial entanglements?
Well, I hope not.
What's the planet we're going to? How's it spelled?
It is spelled Castilon.
Okay.
It's near wild space, so expect anything.
Gotcha.
And now his men are kind of coming behind him. I do ask that you do return with the payment. It's very sizable, and I will cut you in on part of the deal. While you are away, and he looks at Mick, I will make sure that Vic and Arrakis and Danica are all safe. But if you don't return, well, I cannot ensure their safety.
I can assure you, if anything happens to them, it'll be the last mistake you ever make.
And that was a triggered obligation. So Mick, take 2 stress, and everyone else take 1. Or strain, not stress. He kind of smirks at you. The shipment's already been loaded onto your ship.
It's almost as if we don't have a choice.
Take it as you will.
Waylon will take a step forward towards Boss. Kind of look at him. Consider this our final arrangement.
That he nods.
And if you step foot in my ship again, I'm not liable for the bodies you'll have to collect.
Still stone-faced. Then we have a deal.
The deal has been struck.
Let's prepare to travel, friends.
Lot of stuff to do. Lot of stuff to do.
As we're leaving, I'll say in Twilk to him, give your regards to your mother.
Dang!
Oof.
I love it.
That's smooth. Hanging on to
awesome.
that long. That's nice.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I love it.
I'm like Boba Fett, but a million years old, so I'm allowed to be scary.
Okay. So what preparations would you like to make?
Return the spook bikes.
Yeah, I would like to call upon Hope Jajig
Okay.
to see how, if any progress has been made on getting papers for the refugees. I guess this is actually just the next day, right?
Yes, next day.
Okay.
The way
I'm
she
just gonna-
spoke, she was like, it would be another 2 weeks before.
I'm just going to contact her and let her know that we're going off-world and that there's a possibility we'll come back with more refugees.
I will be here waiting. Good luck, my friend.
May the force be with you, Hope Jajig.
She pauses a minute. Are you speaking on the comm link or on a holo messenger?
Comlink.
Okay. She pauses a moment and says, "And to you." So as you're heading back to the ship, crowded thoroughfare again, pushing through people. Wayland, actually from behind all of you, you hear a voice say, "Traitor!" Wayland, it's a very familiar voice.
He'll stop, and I kind of want to imagine him being at the back of the party, and this is where he kind of turns to look at the person who's yelled traitor. He'll like flash his eyes across all of them, raise one eyebrow, turn over. Did we give this person a name, by the way?
Well, actually, as you turn, take 2 stress or 2 strain for obligation, and everyone another.
I was gonna say Mick's worried they're talking to him.
You, at first glance, Wayland and Elon, you recognize the noble human from the right end. the one that's on the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
He's facing the familiar voice that Waylon knows. There are two humans there. One's an older gentleman and one's a younger female. Do you mind if I say their names, or do you want to play it?
By all means.
Okay.
Actually, can you give me the female's name?
Yes. Jezadune.
Jezadune? Okay. Kingclaw. So, who's said traitor to who? Is it...
You recognize the voice which made you turn. It's your father's voice.
Okay.
But they were talking to this other gentleman.
Gotcha. He'll kind of turn and look at the pair of them and just shake his head. And then he'll walk forward and look at the three of them all and go, so who you... And it was, oh my god, I'm already blanking on the name, I'm sorry. Not his father. The father the one who said traitor, sorry.
Yes.
He'll look and go, are you accusing someone of being a traitor already?
At this point, the crowd kind of breaks. Behind Admiral Kenclaw and Jezadune, there are 6 stormtroopers.
Heck.
Who didn't pay a parking ticket?
And they're facing this noble, and you're off to the side, and you see Waylon go up and say this to the older gentleman. Son.
I've come to disappoint you further.
If you don't mind, we can discuss and catch up later, but this is Imperial business. You wouldn't have any part of that.
I prefer to stay on the path that keeps people actually alive. On top of other things. But the point is, why are you calling him a traitor? Can I ask that much?
He looks at Jezza and then back to you. At this point, Captain Arcana has joined the circle. He's kind of standing more towards the Empire side. He looks at the noble and says, "This man is Olin Hawks, or whatever name you're going by these days.
Does that ring a bell for me at all?
Just the name he used on the list to get on board."
Okay.
Rob, I'm pulling my scarf up over my
Okay.
nose and my mouth.
How's everybody else reacting to this? Are you backing off? Or are you...
I'm not backing away from Waylon, but I am going to cover my face before I turn around to stand beside him.
Thought's confused.
Asha is going to try and blend into the crowd.
You can see the Homer Simpson going into the bush, just nudging going into the crowd.
Pretty much. Only I don't know how well she can.
Without breaking eye contact with this Olin figure, he says, Olin escaped several Imperial prisons and is believed to have stolen high confidential Imperial files. He's a war criminal.
Oh, like almost got branded. Oh, we're not gonna talk about that? Alright.
I'll deal with you later.
That's what you always say. And yet, here we are. Still undealt. Point being, he's a war criminal for owning files.
Stealing
Is
them.
Dantooine in Imperial space?
Not currently.
Right. And you come seeking him out in open space. The Outer Rim.
Son, I have goals, and I see them through, unlike some in the family.
Well, I think you're overstepping your jurisdictions, Imperial. what does Captain Arcade have to say about this? And I'll kind of like shoot him a pointed look.
He looks kind of worried, like he wants to keep the balance here because he has a good thing going. He doesn't want to ruin it. And then this Olin figure agrees. He steps in and kind of echoes your sentiment. Right. The Empire holds no jurisdiction on Dantooine. And to which your father says, once we invoke our right of occupation, that will change. Until then, I will enjoy my stay here in this Dantu town.
Well, I hope you enjoy it, because I'm not staying. It's lovely to see you both. I'm hoping you're well, by the looks of the number of blue and red you're wearing these days. I assume so.
Jess looks kind of angry, like furious. He's having to like pull his hand out to block her from coming at you.
He just kind of smiles. Always the feisty one. Quicker to action than with words.
Captain, let us speak with this Olin here to see if we can resolve this issue without further interruptions. And they all go inside the captain's quarters.
Do they take Olin with them?
Yes. For questioning.
How do you want to play this, Captain? And I'll sort of look over at Waylon.
Well, we either... My thinking, we're already headed off-world as it is. If he's got his papers, or hell, even if he doesn't, we can at least have him on the ship for a little while and get him to the next place.
You saying we should break him out?
If he gets locked up, we're only gonna take him in for questioning.
Captain Arcade is a good man. I think we can trust him to see to Olin's fate, or protect him for now. We should get out of here.
I just know if you give these bucketheads an inch, they take a whole mile.
Exactly.
That's true.
And that's doubly so for my father.
Sick
Father
of these
is an
stormtroopers.
Imperial?
My father's the one that's the old dude.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy with a lot of more fucking pips than he has brains.
Oh, I'm sick of those stormtroopers making our armor look silly.
It's only gonna get worse. I don't know if you've seen it in the new blueprints, but it's just gonna go down further.
Armor used to stand for something.
The entire thing used to stand for something. Those days are long gone. You know that.
For now.
For now. So we either wait it out, see if Olin gets taken in, given the pair of individuals that Captain Arcadia is speaking with. Not sure whether he's getting out of this one. My father is a ruthless man who takes what he wants and kills for what he doesn't, but he can't take.
What do you know about this guy, other than he's got important information?
That's all I know, unfortunately. War criminal, it's a term that gets used for a lot of things. The Jedi were war criminals, in theory.
And Mick kind of clams up when you mention that.
Yeah, at least that's what they teach in the academy these days.
It's not true.
Yeah, they're not real. Everybody knows that.
Oh,
Thought the Jedi were real.
What?
yeah.
It was only 20 years ago, man.
That doesn't remember them.
Either way, I trust that Arcadia will do his best, Elon. But I would like to keep a fallback, because it would be rough to see another individual who's, by my guesses, more innocent than not, get pinned on with that sort of bullshit.
Yeah. And if that information's important, it could be worth sticking around to see if he needs us to protect him.
Fair enough.
Do
I
I?
know we want to scoot for Boss Voss, but maybe we
Well-
can give it the afternoon, see what they do with him, and if we need to rescue him, we can.
So, I've been thinking. It sounds like we're going to be either being shot at and taking things that we shouldn't take from place to place. And, I have all your money, and so maybe we should upgrade the ship.
Your money to spend is how you want to spend it. If you want to spend it on upgrading the ship.
Well, that's going to be piloting ship, and that doesn't want to get blown up. So
Reasonable.
it seems Thought can't pay back debt if Thought is dead.
Thought also doesn't have to pay back debt if the people he owes it to are dead. But that's another story for a minute here.
Yeah, that we can, yeah. I mean,
All right. What kind of upgrades? do you want?
Anyway. But yeah, Cicero always says, take care of ship, take care of you. So, yeah. I think upgrading ship, and it'll take some time, so then we can see how this all shakes out.
I'm okay with that. Am I able to spot Naja in the crowd?
Roll perception.
Oh,
What's your stealth, Naja?
Again. I fly, stupid. Nothing. Not anything. No. It's 3
Okay.
green.
So 3 purple for me.
Yes.
Let's see if this actually rolls right. It does, but I don't see it. Cool.
You gone.
All right. And he kind of looks around. Well, if Naja decides to stick with us, that'll also probably be a help. But regardless, it's interesting.
I've been waiting for a long time for something like this to happen, Waylon. So I'm with you, whatever you decide to do.
Thank you, Nick.
I have not been waiting for this to happen. But, I have all your money, so... Hi.
Hello, Thought.
Okay.
I will take that as you are also on board for whatever the fuck we're about to go on this ride with.
Yes, that's what that should... Yes, that is...
Okay.
Yes.
I'm following.
Okay. Very
Elon,
good.
do you have any thoughts?
I will follow your lead on this matter.
Okay. Sounds good. So we're gonna upgrade the ship. Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any thoughts?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What do you want to upgrade?
Okay, no, that was just funny. I don't know. We gotta talk about it.
Okay. What does she need the most?
Well, let's see. We've got a lot of things we could do.
All right, I'm gonna fall out of character for a second.
Sure.
The ship model has like 6 hard points, which is pretty good, pretty generous. So there's a lot of things we can do as far as arming it or putting armor on it or things like this.
Do you want
So
to do a mix?
it
Or,
might.
buying a radio or a whiskey dispenser.
Listen, I'm not here to judge other captains' decisions. It's not my job. It's not my job. But there are a lot of options, and I don't know. We might want to. I don't know if we want to go through them all on stream or
I'd
not.
say maybe would this be a better conversation for the next week to
Yeah.
do off stream.
Can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's do that, and we can start this ball rolling in between sessions.
Yeah.
So awesome. Insert conversation about upgrades here.
I mean, we could break out books. It's just going to take a minute.
So Right.
My suggestion, just to look at, would be how many guns are on the ship already,
Right.
and
How many speeders are you wanting to haul around? Is another one. Because there's a docking bay that you can install on it.
Yeah.
We can also. There's also like a fighter bay.
Yes, you can. You can mount a fighter bay to the back of the ship. That is.
some of those you have to be careful with because they have to do a silhouette.
And we also have to be careful who's going to fly the fighter.
I think we're okay keeping it to one ship for right now.
Okay. I'm just thinking of. I just remember that was a thing that we had talked about as a possibility. For
No,
the
yeah.
ship, but I wanted to make sure I had all the.
You wouldn't need a navigation system because you have two players who are excellent at navigation, astronavigation.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it's things that will make us good smugglers, things that will armor the ship, and weapons upgrades.
I was definitely thinking both a mix of upgrading or replacing hard points and increasing that armor, and then something to make smuggling easier and more effective.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be the smuggler compartments.
Yeah.
Right. So, for the sake of the story, there's a lot of us going around in the spaceport, seeing what the different vendors have, and like pulling together lists, and then sitting down together and deciding.
And then just like a long, arduous debate
Oh yeah,
at like the table on the stand, the Starcrawler. Like at one point, Elon just like turns off like in the corner, is just like done, and we're all just like we bust out like the whiskey at some point, and yeah. Anyhow, outside of that, if we spend our afternoon doing that,
so yeah. One thing I would like to do is check the hyperdrive that's been installed to make sure it's been installed correctly, and also check to see that nothing else has been installed that we wouldn't like.
Okay.
Tracking devices of any kind, stuff like that.
something I was going to ask you to do when we get back to the ship. But
I can help with that thought.
Did any of those
Fantastic.
any of the Bantha Boys have any rifles?
There were slug rifles. The Deveronians had them.
All right, I would like to take one of those if
Okay.
that's okay with the group.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go for it.
That has ammo, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah. I want to take it and some ammo to my wife
Okay.
and let her know that there's a crime boss who's keeping an eye on our homestead.
Okay.
Do we want to arm more than one of them with said thing?
It might not be a bad idea. My son's good with a weapon too.
Okay, then let's grab both of the slug rifles and the ammo.
Naja comes out of the crowd. She goes, "I think we should arm Faith. It's never early."
Thought hears her and gets out the thermal detonator.
It's never too early to
Ah.
teach children to fight.
Cigarette button.
I
As-
had blade in my hand by age of 2.
Just push the button.
Naja, as somebody who grew up on Camino, I tend to agree with you, but I didn't have a traditional upbringing.
No, I did not have traditional upbringing as Galaxy's traditional upbringing. But for me, it was very traditional. This Galaxy is very weird. Traditional means different to different people. No. It was very, very strange.
So you gather also. Okay, so you're doing the searches, the scans. So roll. I guess mechanics.
Okay.
Difficulty 2 for everyone. But for thought, since it's your ship, you get a boost die.
Okay.
Can I make a perception roll to do a physical perception of what I can of the ship?
Sure.
Okay. Can I use those two?
You didn't roll your difficulty in that perception.
Oh, sorry.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna roll two threat if that's or purple die. If that's
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 threat. Or so this is just 1 success. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Nasja's going to slip off switch.
You
Yet again.
you doing
She's
what?
going to disappear.
Oh. The hyperdrive was installed correctly. There was no tomfoolery. Wayland, you spot a tracking device.
Where at?
It is as you enter, like in the loading area, where all the shipment is. It's up on the side wall, and it's not hidden very well.
Okay. He'll kind of, after Thought runs his checks, he'll go, hey, Thought,
Yeah.
do you usually keep weird obtrusions to your sidewalls? And he's kind of looking up at it. And he,
No. No, I do not.
okay.
I have a hammock, though. But that's not a hammock.
Yes, I would agree. That does not look like a hammock.
No.
So, what do we do with it?
Well, there are 2 ways you can look at it. Sometimes, when the sand people track something, they go in single file, so people don't know how many there are. So maybe, until we don't want them to know where we are, we leave it on. And then when we don't want them to know where we are, we remove it.
I'm okay with this idea.
I don't think there's any sense in agitating him unnecessarily until we're
no.
done with the job.
Yeah.
There's always time to annoy people.
Can I inspect the shipment, see what we're carrying? I know he said spices, but I don't know if I believe him.
Yeah. You open. There are these large steel crates. You lift off the. It's like a sealed kind of thing. So when you open it, there are little cylindrical containers. I would say 3 and then 4 across. So there's 12 in each crate. Some sort of blue liquid.
Anybody know what this is?
Can I make a streetwise check?
You sure can.
Yeehaw! Calling on my law enforcement background, I suspect this is drugs.
Oh,
Don't forget your
2 difficulty.
Oh man,
Also, is there no is that your only die for that?
it doesn't seem right because I have a rank in it.
Do you
Also
have
that-
what's the? It's intelligence, correct?
Cunning. That's why.
Cunning. So you have 1 in cunning and 1 rank.
That makes sense. Okay.
So then roll the 2 difficulty.
Yeah. Bummer.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, you don't recognize it.
Droid relapses, has a habit. You didn't know about.
Could I also roll streetwise? Maybe it's something that I've compensated from somebody at some point in my
Sure.
previous history. I forgot mine. I'm just gonna. Yep. So still.
2 successes.
Yep.
Yes, this is a spice known as Booster Blue.
Booster Blue. Okay. He'll look at Elon and goes, "Is that Booster Blue?"
Oh, Booster Blue?
That's right. I can't believe I didn't recognize that.
Don't they use this stuff to paint starships? What are the kids doing with it to get high?
Well, what you do is... you... Wait, that was a rhetorical question, wasn't it?
That was more of an out of touch with the kids these days question, but go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm
So-
curious now.
What you do is you take it and you put it a little bit there, and then you put it in your mouth, And, well, you feel pretty good for a while.
No, when I was a kid, all we did was death sticks. We got a pack of them before we went to Geonosis. We were 6 months old.
I mean, in real world time, yes.
Oh.
Age jokes are funny with clones.
All right, so you check in on what's going on with this Olin.
Yes.
You get a sense, just by kind of asking around, that the Empire really cannot do anything until an occupation. Well, you would know this because it's the law. I mean, they can't. They have no reach here. But you have about probably a month before it happens.
Okay. Based upon like my knowledge of most timelines.
Right.
Okay. So is there a check that I can kind of make to kind of figure out what the usual plan of action is for war criminals and Imperials when it's out of system?
They're going to try to detain him on this planet without him leaving. They'll make him uncomfortable. He won't be able to get papers and then leave right away.
Gotcha.
They may send more troopers just for reinforcements and to make people kind of uncomfortable.
Gotcha. Okay.
That would be your dad's dick move.
How long can they hold him without charging him?
They will let him wander around town. I mean, they're just questioning about.
They won't let him leave world though.
But we can abduct him if we have to. Like, we don't have to bust into a jail to knock him to get him out, right?
We could just probably talk him into walking out of the ship.
Well, yeah, but we'll have to abduct him from beneath Imperial notice.
It wouldn't be the first time I've done that, so.
Be nice to show these stormtroopers what a real trooper can do.
Right. So.
But you have time.
Okay. So, enough time to probably do this job and then get back?
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's going anywhere.
Okay.
It's kind of like a stalemate currently.
Gotcha. Waylon will do his best to convey that to the rest of the party. Yeah. He's not leaving, but neither are they. We've probably got about a month until Imperials show up and stake their claim.
I would like to use. We're on the ship, yeah?
Yes.
I would like to use the comm systems to just send a message to Hope to let her know that my source says it's about 30 days before the Empire is here. So proceed with that understanding.
Understood. Sorry.
I mean, you say that, but looking at the landing page, I have my doubts.
No, that's fine. I meant to do that earlier.
Oh,
during
okay.
the break. You're fine. Everyone's fine.
This doesn't
I
feel
can hear
fine.
that picture.
This feels terrible.
Put that over there. Okay. So you're going to head off to the job?
Yeah, I suppose let's do it. Can we drop off these guns with my family first?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You can totally do that.
I thought you already did, but that's fine.
Maybe we could just fly the ship over and stop by.
Yeah, that'll be good. We'll just drop off the weapons and explain what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I will actually accompany you this time, so it's not just Naja awkwardly.
Where is Marsha?
Did Naja come back to the ship?
Did she?
Naja's on Dantu Town. She gone.
All right. Mick, what's going on? I'm so confused. There were men here.
What kind of men, Danica?
They seemed pushy.
They weren't Imperials, were they?
No. Maybe from that new casino?
What did they say to you?
They said they were taking a consensus and needed our names. I believed them at first because, the town's getting bigger and you weren't here and I didn't know what to do.
No, it's okay. You did the right thing. Those men work for Boss Voss, the guy in charge of the casino, and the guy who asked us to do this favor for him, but it's gotten more complicated than I thought it was going to be. And I'll sort of hand over the bundle of rifles.
Okay.
And Waylon will walk up with like a tin can full of just like magazines and shells. And pass them off to Vic, is your son?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll hand them off to Vic.
Yeah, this guy wants us to do one more job for him, and then he says we're free to go.
Okay.
I have to go to the Castellan system. But he said, if anything were to happen, he knew your names, so
I'm so sorry,
you might have
Mick.
to defend yourselves while I'm gone. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. I thought it was just going to be a quick little jaunt, but it looks like it's becoming a whole thing.
Well, unless any of us are opposed to it, we can still murder him when we get back.
I'm certainly not opposed to it. Cover the
Throwing that
baby's
out
ears.
there. Right. Sorry.
Vic steps up and takes a rifle and he's like, so just like on Lord Montel, huh?
Just like on Ord Mantell. Just don't make it like Rax's Prime, and I'll sort of nudge him on the shoulder.
You always gotta bring that up.
It was the glory days.
Stay safe.
You all too. I'll be back very soon.
When they return to the baby has little knife.
Where did this come from?
It's probably from Nadja. And I'll look around and see if I see her around anywhere. Let her have it. She probably likes it.
She's got it by the blade and she's like putting the handle in her mouth. Ah!
Right.
Sorry, I'm rusty at parenting skills. My dad was a Kaminoan drill instructor. And I'll give Danica a wink and I'll say, I'll be back before you know it. Don't worry about anything.
We'll keep things safe here.
Famous last words.
We'll make sure he gets home.
Please do.
And I'll pull my hat down lower and walk away before she sees me cry.
Okay.
Good night for rain.
As you head back to the ship, inside the pen, like the fenced area, Clanker comes up to you and kind of nudges your hand. Mick.
That's a good girl, Clanker. I'll rub her on her face. You always know, girl.
Thought's standing in the open cargo bay doors. Looks at you, goes,
Are you crying?
No,
You're crying!
I got something in both of my eyes.
You're crying!
It's Nerf flies. I'm allergic.
Clarence crying. Ridiculous.
It's my emotional support Nerf.
Does that mean we have to bring it?
No.
No, Clanker should probably stay here.
I'm not cleaning up after it.
And I'll try to compose myself and walk up the ramp and get away from everybody else.
All right.
Thought just watches you and judges you the entire way.
Thought turned back around. No, it shows just standing there. You did not die today. Did you? Did you die today?
No.
Good. She walks
This
away.
close.
She walks away.
Raylan will chuckle. You get used to it, Thought. She also preys on the ones that she can freak out the most. So
Well, that's not good news for me.
just it'll be alright.
Okay.
Did anyone want to pull or access information regarding this planet before you head off?
Yes, I would at least.
Make an outer realm check, please. 2 difficulty.
2 difficulty to an outer rim check. Heck yeah, I can do that.
Okay. It is the outer rim. It's quite a bit away, but you again make it back in time. It is a ocean planet, so you're assuming that there's some sort of building or something that you're going to for this drop.
Mm-hmm. Ocean planet. Mick will throw it at home. So
Home's a strong word. Is it an ocean planet with like sunshine and beaches, or constant rain and animals that drag you into the surf?
I think the latter. Maybe a mix of both.
It will be like home then.
Alright, Ocean World. We'll probably have a landing spot. Probably something manufactured.
Did he give us a contact who we were dropping this stuff off to?
Yeah, he would have. When they gave the coordinations, like a name, and I can give you.
It's on a
one.
sticky note on the shipment.
Yeah.
I was like, he just want us to go dump off the Durasteel containers in the ocean and fly away.
No,
See what
no.
happens.
Your contact is named. Sorry, I'm going through 100 names here really quickly.
Thank you, fantasy name generator.
Kia is Quia. Last name is Zarbo.
Does that name strike terror into the hearts of anybody with streetwise knowledge?
Does it?
Let's find out.
Say 3 difficulty.
Okay.
Thought, she is a, I will just message this to you.
Oh, delightful.
Thought's from the Outer Rim, right? He probably knows her.
Yeah.
Thought gets around. He doesn't talk about it much.
Not the wedding man. Wedding man.
Tatooine's an ocean world, isn't it?
Yes, yes it is. A sand ocean. Imagine nothing but beach. No water.
Occasionally a Sarlacc pit.
So what you're saying is Tatooine is a beach.
Let's see what she is.
An overglorified beach, probably.
A beach or a beach.
Okay, that works.
Okay. Yeah, no. I've heard of her. So, it's over there. She's a pirate. She's she's trying to make a name for herself. She's had a couple of jobs she's pulled. She's a Quora.
What sort of pirate?
Like the kind that
Like a
rob your-
sea pirate or a space
No,
pirate?
Space pirate. Yeah. Yeah.
Weequay by any chance?
No, she's a Quillen. Quarren.
Oh, okay. Very good.
It's like a weak quay, but the tentacles are on the front.
Yeah, it's backwards. It's true.
The old reverse Weequay.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that once. I'm too short.
I'm too short.
Doesn't work. Stubby legs.
All right. Well, you set the coordinates to the navigation computer,
Mhm.
and you're off to Castellan.
Fantastic.
And with that, we'll go ahead and call it a night. And I have a
Off we
question.
go.
Should,
Save the galaxy.
should we go ahead and just start doing this at 7 instead of 8? Does that work for anybody? Is this a good time slot?
It works for me.
Either way.
I can do an hour earlier. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I can make some adjustments for sure.
If not, we can keep it the same. But we can discuss that off stream with the
Yep.
the ship stuff.
Yep.
And I'll put the Star Crawler on there on the loading screen for next week. So I hope you all have fun.
Oh
So
yeah.
much fun.
Good times.
This is a great show.
I'm just going to quickly find someone to send this to as a raid. So again, hope chat had fun. Thank you for the follows and the tips.
Thank you for the support.
Indeed.
See you all in Discord.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Later.
Have a good week, guys. Bye bye.
See ya.